Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kevin Jones and this is the Beginning Hunter video series here on YouTube. My goal with this program is to educate and inform you on everything that you will need to know about becoming a new hunter. We're over here in Northeast Oregon right now. We are elk hunting. We got here yesterday. Today's opening day. We just got back to camp. Wanted to show you guys our spiffy digs while we are here elk hunting. The elevation that we're at and the time of year are two of the main factors that led us to try to seek out a canvas tent that would be able to support snowfall, because it snows up here pretty regularly right around this time of year, depending on the year, and also warmth, because it gets cold up here. So what we ended up with was the White Duck Outdoors. They have a 8x10 tent. They also have various sizes as well. This one here is the 8x10. Wanted to show you guys inside. Welcome to our crib. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so one of the nice things about the White Duck Outdoors canvas tent, one of the main ones that I really enjoy, is this bib at the bottom that if we get a significant amount of rain, if we get snowfall, all that kind of stuff, it'll be sitting up here, and then as it melts, it will be falling. So the canvas tent itself is more than enough to keep us dry inside. However, when all this stuff runs off, what has happened in other hunting trips is water will actually get underneath the bib and then will come into the floor, and then your whole tent is getting wet. So what I really like about it is that they have the waterproof bib on the bottom that actually wicks all the water away, so you're not going to get that kind of seepage in there. Second thing I like is they have a hole for a wood stove. We didn't bring a wood stove on this trip. We brought propane heaters. So we have one propane heater. I'll show you when we get inside, and that in and of itself was enough to keep my father-in-law and I warm last night. So that really worked out. When you look at these are a lot of different anchor points that you could use to secure your tent down. We're not expecting any terrible weather during this trip, so we only have the ones on the corners staked down. What you'll also see is the window feature, and I'll show you that in a second. So what you can do is, if you want to roll this thing up, you just take it, you roll it up, you secure it up here, and then you also have a window. And on the inside it's nice too, because there's a shield on the inside, so that way if, say, you do forget to secure this outside one, you can actually control the window from the inside. So I'll show you that in a moment as well. But since we're out here, let's go check out the entrance. So this is the front of it. A couple cool things you'll notice is it has this little, I don't know, front porch, I'll call it, little front porch. This is going to be really helpful if we do get some weather, because I could put a lot of gear that I don't need to necessarily have inside with me. I can just keep it out here, good to go. What you'll also see is these buckles. These buckles kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, what are the buckles for? It's actually, you can't really call it a lock to your house like you would a traditional lock, but it's enough to secure your door when you go to leave. You can secure it. You have four. When you get back to camp, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what you'll see behind that is a bug mesh net. So that is very handy. A lot of canvas tents don't have that. The White Duck Outdoors 8x10 does, which is very nice, because midday, if say it gets a little bit warm, the sun's out, you can roll these back and it stays nice and cool in there. I want to show you this other side before we go inside. We have all of our kitchen stuff set over here. It's another just really nice window on the back here, so you can get a good cross breeze, because what I've found in other tents that we've stayed in before is they might have one window, maybe two, but they're never, or so it seems, they're never directly across from each other, so you can't ever get that cross breeze. But this is the same kind of window setup as the other side. So let's go inside. Let's check it out. What you'll see is I have my cot over here. My father-in-law is sleeping here. We have enough for our gear bags, a couple totes, propane heater, boots, and a lot of storage room underneath. When it comes to this tent in 8x10, it is enough for certainly one person. If you were going to be using the wood stove feature, I would say one person, maybe two if you're comfortable enough with the person. But as far as elk hunting for our purposes, 8x10 is just right. We don't have an abundance of room, which is okay because we have our camp outside. If we were hunting later in the season or at an altitude that you knew you were going to be getting snow, I would not get the 8x10. I would do the 10x12, which is obviously the larger size. Things that have helped us on this trip is this little carabiner lanyard kind of system up here. We were able to get a lot of our gear off the ground, which is nice for us. A couple other things. Again, the window. I'll show you this part. You just open it from the bottom, and you can roll it up, and you secure it up here, so you can have that, again, that cross breeze. A couple other things is when you look at, obviously they have these little storage mesh baggies on the side. So as you can see too, they also include a floor, which is very nice. Reduce the amount of bugs, but then it's also more importantly in the morning when all the dew rises from the earth, we're not getting wet. Our gear isn't getting all soggy and all wet with the morning dew. So I'll take you back outside and then we'll wrap this up. So again, it's the White Duck Outdoor 8x10. It's been a great tent for us. Again, last night we're camping at about 6,000 feet, but with one propane heater. It was cold outside, but this morning woke up, hopped out here, and it was significantly colder outside than it was inside. So you can check them, if you just Google White Duck Outdoors, their website will pop up. You can check them out, check out the variations, the different prices. They also have add-ons if you really want to, you know, you can have front porches, you can have different upgrades depending on this type of hunting that you're doing. But for us, hunting up here in Oregon, it's worked out just fine. So if this video was helpful to you, consider hitting the like button. If this video was extra helpful to you, consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot, and if you found use in it, other hunters will as well. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.